Live. Verb, to be alive, to have life. Magic. Noun, the application of rituals or actions, especially those based on occult knowledge, to subdue or manipulate natural or supernatural beings and forces in order to have some benefit from them. Verb, to produce, transform something, as if by magic. Adjective, having supernatural talents, properties or qualities attributed to magic. Bin. Noun, a flying insect, of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea, known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them, for collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Closet. Noun, any private area, particularly bowers in the open air. Verb, to shut away for private discussion. Adjective, private, adjusted. Verb, to modify. Adjective, which has been compensated in order to avoid bias. Joystick. Noun, a mechanical device consisting of a handgrip mounted on a base or pedestal and typically having one or more buttons, used to control an aircraft, computer or other equipment. Verb, to maneuver by means of a joystick. Future. Noun, the time ahead, those moments yet to be experienced. Adjective, having to do with or occurring in the future. Noun, short for futures contract. Girls. Noun, a female child, adolescent, or a young woman. Verb, to feminize or girlify, to gender as a girl or as for girls. Noun, a woman's breasts. Dying. Verb, to stop living, to become dead, to undergo death. Verb, to color with dye, or as if with dye. Noun, the process of approaching death, loss of life. Less precisely, death. Noun, with the, those who are currently expiring. Moribund. Adjective, approaching death, about to die. Moribund. Contestant. Noun, a participant in a contest. Specifically, a person who plays a game, as on a TV game show. Low. Noun, something that is low, a low point. Verb, to depress, to lower. Adjective, situated close to, or even below, the ground or another normal reference plane. Not high or lofty. Adverb, close to the ground. Fraction. Noun, a part of a whole, especially a comparatively small part. Verb, to divide or break into fractions. Blogger. Noun, a contributor to a blog, from weblog, or online journal. Kangaroo. Noun, a member of the Macropodidae family of large marsupials with strong hind legs for hopping. Native to Australia. Verb, to practice kangaroo care on an infant. To hold a premature infant against the skin. Adjective, of or relating to Australia. Crossed. Verb, to make or form a cross. Adjective, marked by a line drawn crosswise, often denoting cancellation. Creme. Noun, a very sugary, fluffy white cream derivative. Brevity. Noun, the quality of being brief in duration. Mean. Verb, to lament. Verb, to intend. Imply. Verb, of a proposition, to have as a necessary consequence. 90th. Noun, the person or thing in the 90th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 90. Newsletter. Noun, a periodically sent publication containing current events or the like, generally on a particular topic or geared toward a limited audience. Feels. Adjective, of or relating to the emotions. Noun, a quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb, heading, to use or experience the sense of touch. Noun, feelings, emotions. Mental. Adjective, of or relating to the mind or an intellectual process. Difficult. Verb, to make difficult, to impede, to perplex. Adjective, hard, not easy, requiring much effort. Liquid. Noun, a substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water. a substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle, an inelastic fluid. Adjective, flowing freely like water. Fluid, not solid and not gaseous, composed of particles that move freely among each other on the slightest pressure. Employer, noun, a person, firm or other entity which pays for or hires the services of another person. Mute, noun, a stopped consonant. A stop, verb, to silence, to make quiet. Adjective, not having the power of speech. Dumb, neurologist, noun, a doctor or scientist who practices or specializes in neurology. Memorize, verb, to learn by heart, commit to memory. Asthma, noun, a long-term respiratory condition, in which the airways may unexpectedly and suddenly narrow, often in response to an allergen, cold air, exercise, or emotional stress. Symptoms include wheezing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing. Loss, noun, the result of no longer possessing an object, a function, or a characteristic due to external causes or misplacement. Mayor, noun, the chief executive of the municipal government of a city, borough, and see. Formerly usually appointed as a caretaker by European royal courts but now usually appointed or elected locally. Lay, noun, arrangement or relationship. Layout, verb, to place down in a position of rest, or in a horizontal position. Eye, noun, an organ through which animals see, perceive surroundings via light. Verb, to observe carefully or appraising. Ly. Catching, verb, heading, to capture. Overtake, noun, the action of the verb catch. Adjective, contagious. Inspiration, noun, the drawing of air into the lungs, accomplished in mammals by elevation of the chest walls and flattening of the diaphragm, as part of the act of respiration. Months, noun, a period into which a year is divided, historically based on the phases of the moon. Noun, a woman's period. Menstrual discharge. Contain, verb, to hold inside. Abilities, noun, suitableness. Announcements, noun, an act of announcing, or giving notice. Greengrocer, noun, a person who sells fresh vegetables and fruit, normally from a relatively small shop. Depth, noun, the vertical distance below a surface, the degree to which something is deep. Agriculture, noun, the art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops, and the rearing and management of livestock. Line, noun, a path through two or more points. Compare, segment, a continuous mark, including as made by a pen. Any path, curved or straight. Verb, to place objects into a line, usually used with up, to form into a line. To align. Delegate, noun, a person authorized to act as representative for another. A deputy, verb, to authorize someone to be a delegate. Courtesy, noun, polite behavior. Adjective, given or done as a polite gesture. Verb, to make a curtsy. Action, noun, something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb, to act on a request, etc., in order to put it into effect. Interjection, demanding or signifying the start of something, usually an act or scene of a theatric performance. Fund, noun, a sum or source of money. Verb, to pay for. Balcony, noun, an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. Metro, noun, an underground railway. Ecologist, noun, a scholar of ecology. Listing, verb, to create or recite a list. Verb, to listen. Verb, to be pleasing to. Verb, to cause something to tilt to one side. Noun. The action of the verb to list. Adjective. As listed or shown on a listing. Board. Noun. A relatively long, wide and thin piece of any material, usually wood or similar, often for use in construction or furniture making. Verb. To step or climb onto or otherwise enter a ship, aircraft, train or other conveyance. Dehumidifier. Noun. A device for removing the moisture content from air. Courtesy. Noun. Polite behavior. Adjective. Given or done as a polite gesture. Verb. To make a curtsy. Actions. Noun. Something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb. To act on a request, etc. in order to put it into effect. Diet. Noun. The food and beverage a person or animal consumes. Adjective. Of a food or beverage containing less fat, salt, sugar, or calories than normal, are claimed to have such. Insulation. Noun. The act of insulating. Detachment from other objects. Isolation. Logo. Noun. A visual symbol or emblem that acts as a trademark or a means of identification of a company or organization. Male. Noun. One of the male, masculine, sex or gender. Adjective. Belonging to the sex which typically produces sperm, or to the gender which is typically associated with it. Loves. Noun. Strong affection. Verb. Usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative. To have a strong affection for someone or something. Verb. To praise, commend. Clothing. Verb. To adorn or cover with clothing. To dress. To supply clothes or clothing. Noun. Any of a wide variety of articles, usually made of fabrics, animal hair, animal skin, or some combination thereof, used to cover the human body for warmth, to preserve modesty, or for fashion. Introverted. Adjective. Turned or thrust inward, particularly. Much. Adjective. Large. Great. Adverb. To a great extent. Pronoun. A large amount or great extent. Hobby. Noun. An activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Arrow. Noun. A projectile consisting of a shaft, a point and a tail with stabilizing fins that is shot from a bow. Verb. To move swiftly and directly. Like an arrow. Buildings. Noun. The act or process by which something is built. Construction. Chin. Noun. The bottom of a face. Specifically, the typically jutting jawline below the mouth. Verb. To talk. Mini. Adjective. Miniature, tiny, small. Illegal. Noun. An illegal act or technique. Adjective. Contrary to or forbidden by law, especially criminal law. Mad. Verb. To be or become mad. Adjective. Insane, crazy, mentally deranged. Adverb. Intensifier. To a large degree, extremely, exceedingly, very, unbelievably. Galaxy. Noun. The Milky Way. The apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Brevity. Noun. The quality of being brief in duration. Forecast. Noun. An estimation of a future condition. Verb. To estimate how something will be in the future. Groceries. Noun. The commodities sold by a grocer or in a grocery store. Noun. Usually groceries, retail foodstuffs and other household supplies. Verb. To go grocery shopping. Multiple. Noun. A whole number that can be divided by another number with no remainder. Adjective. More than one. Followed by plural. Addressing. Verb. To prepare oneself. Noun. A process of putting a person's name and address on an item of mail. Charter. Noun. A document issued by some authority, creating a public or private institution, and defining its purposes and privileges. Verb. To grant or establish a charter. Adjective. Leased or hired. Fade. Noun. A golf shot that for the right-handed player. Curves intentionally to the right. See slice. Hook. Draw. Verb. To grow weak. To lose strength. To decay. To perish gradually. To wither. As a plant. Adjective. Weak. Insipid. Tasteless. Management. Noun. Administration. The use of limited resources combined with forecasting, planning, leadership and execution skills to achieve predetermined specific goals. Beginning. Noun. The act of doing that which begins anything. Commencement of an action, state, or space of time. Entrance into being or upon a course. The first act, effort, or state of a succession of acts or states. Devil. Noun. An evil creature. Verb. To make like a devil. To invest with the character of a devil. Main. Verb. Short for mainline. Adjective. Of chief or leading importance. Prime. Principal. Adverb. Exceedingly. Extremely. Greatly. Mightily. Very. Very much. Comfortable. Noun. A stuffed or quilted coverlet for a bed. A comforter. Adjective. Providing physical comfort and ease. Agreeable. Decency. Noun. The quality of being decent. Propriety. Joy. Noun. A feeling of extreme happiness or cheerfulness. Especially related to the acquisition or expectation of something good. Feels. Adjective. Of or relating to the emotions. Noun. A quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb. Heading. To use or experience the sense of touch. Noun. Feelings. Emotions. Affliction. Noun. A state of pain, suffering, distress or agony. Cards. Noun. A playing card. Verb. To check IDs, especially against a minimum age requirement. Noun. Material with embedded short wire bristles. Verb. Apologized. Verb. Often followed by for. To make an apology or excuse. To acknowledge some fault or offense. With expression of regret for it. By way of amends. Hypochondriacs. Noun. A person affected with hypochondria. Newer. Adjective. Recently made, or created. Block. Noun. A substantial, often approximately cuboid, piece of any substance. Verb. To fill something, so that it is not possible to pass. Faint. Noun. The act of fainting. Syncope. Adjective. Of a being, lacking strength, weak, languid, inclined to lose consciousness. Forecast. Noun. An estimation of a future condition. Verb. To estimate how something will be in the future. Arbitrator. Noun. A person to whom the authority to settle or judge a dispute is delegated. Cheered. Verb. To gladden. To make cheerful. Often with up. Forwarded. Verb. To advance, promote. Command. Noun. An order to do something. Verb. To order. Give orders. To compel or direct with authority. Habit. Noun. An action performed on a regular basis. Generations. Noun. The fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Cigarette. Noun. Tobacco or other substances. In a thin roll wrapped with paper. Intended to be smoked. Verb. To give someone a cigarette. And or to light one for them. Continuous. Adjective. Without stopping. Without a break, cessation, or interruption. Comedian. Noun. An entertainer who performs in a humorous manner, especially by telling jokes. Layers. Noun. A single thickness of some material covering a surface. Verb. To cut or divide something into layers. Noun. A person who lays things, such as tiles. Box. Noun. Senses relating to a three-dimensional object or space. Verb. To place inside a box. To pack in one or more boxes. Assess. Verb. To determine, estimate or judge the value of. To evaluate. Compact. Noun, an agreement or contract. Daily. Noun, something that is produced, consumed, used, or done every day. Verb, to drive an automobile frequently, on a daily basis, for regular and mundane tasks. Adjective, that occurs every day, or at least every working day. Director. Noun, one who directs, the person in charge of managing a department or directorate, e.g., director of engineering, project, or production, as in a show or film, e.g., film director. Input. Noun, the act or process of putting in, infusion. Verb, to put in, put on. Microsecond. Noun, an SI unit of time equal to 10 to 6 seconds. Symbol. µs. It is commonly represented with symbol micro s. Force out. Noun, an instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb, to cause something to be ejected. Emissions. Noun, something which is emitted or sent out. Issue. Doctors. Noun, a physician, a member of the medical profession, one who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are DO, DPM, MD, DMD, DDS in the US or MBBS in the UK. Verb, to act as a medical doctor to. Fryer. Noun, a container for frying food. Discrimination. Noun, discernment, the act of discriminating, discerning, distinguishing, noting or perceiving differences between things, with intent to understand rightly and make correct decisions. Additives. Noun, a substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. About. Adjective, moving around, astir. Adverb, on all sides, around. Nan. Noun, a mother of someone's parent. Noun, a girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden. Noun, an effeminate man, especially a homosexual. Noun, a woman or girl employed to care for children. Marks. Noun, heading, boundary, land within a boundary. Verb, to put a mark on something, to make something recognizable by a mark, to label or write on something. Noun, a measure of weight, especially for gold and silver, once used throughout Europe, equivalent to 8 ounces. Decreasing. Verb, of a quantity, to become smaller. Exhaust. Noun, a system consisting of the parts of an engine through which burned gases or steam are discharged. See also exhaust system. Verb, to draw or let out wholly, to drain off completely. Adjective, exhausted, used up. Login. Noun, a combination of a user's identification and password used to enter a computer, program, network, etc. Lazy. Noun, a lazy person. Verb, to laze, act in a lazy manner. Adjective, unwilling to do work or make an effort, disinclined to exertion. Entertain. Noun, entertainment, pleasure. Verb, to amuse someone, to engage the attention of agreeably. Goodbye. Noun, an utterance of goodbye, the wishing of farewell to someone. Verb, to say goodbye, to wish somebody farewell on parting. Interjection. Farewell, a formula used to another person or persons when the speaker, writer, or person addressed is departing. Kindly. Adjective, having a kind personality, kind, warm-hearted, sympathetic. Aviator. Noun, an aircraft pilot. The use of the word may imply claims of superior airmanship, as in Navy aviator versus Air Force pilot. Future. Noun, the time ahead, those moments yet to be experienced. Adjective, having to do with or occurring in the future. Noun, short for futures contract. Manual. Noun, a handbook. Cluttered. Verb, to fill something with clutter. Adjective, scattered with a disorderly mixture of objects that take up space. Littered. Donkeys. Noun, a domestic animal, equus asinus asinus, similar to a horse. Annoying. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Noun, that which annoys. An annoyance. Adjective, causing irritation or annoyance. Troublesome. Vexatious. Get off. Verb, to move from being on top of something to not being on top of it. Moral. Noun, of a narrative, the ethical significance or practical lesson. Verb, to moralize. Adjective, of or relating to principles of right and wrong in behavior, especially for teaching right behavior. Hose. Noun, a flexible tube conveying water or other fluid. Verb, to water or spray with a hose. Greet. Verb, to welcome in a friendly manner, either in person or through another means, e.g. writing or over the phone, internet. Harmlessly. Adverb, in a harmless manner. Intended. Verb, usually followed by the particle to. To hope, to wish something, or something to be accomplished. Be intent upon. Noun, fiancé or fiancée. Adjective, planned. Module. Noun, a self-contained component of a system, often interchangeable, which has a well-defined interface to the other components. Disconnected. Verb, to sever or interrupt a connection. Adjective, that is no longer connected. Managing. Verb, to direct or be in charge of. Noun, management. Memorize. Verb, to learn by heart, commit to memory. Jeweler. Noun, a person whose job is making, repairing or selling jewelry. Ketchup. Noun, a tomato vinegar-based sauce, sometimes containing spices, onion or garlic, and, especially in the U.S., sweeteners. Verb, to cover with ketchup. Embarrass. Verb, to humiliate, to disrupt somebody's composure or comfort with acting publicly or freely. To disconcert. To abash. Latitude. Noun, the angular distance north or south from a planet's equator, measured along the meridian of that particular point. Emigrated. Verb, to leave the country in which one lives, especially one's native country, in order to reside elsewhere. Leads. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished, both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82, symbol Pb, from Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Noun, the act of leading or conducting. Guidance. Direction. Course. Verb, heading, to guide or conduct. Buffer. Adjective, of the color of buff leather, a brownish yellow. Noun, someone or something that buffs. Verb, to use a buffer or buffers, to isolate or minimize the effects of one thing on another. Drop out. Verb, to leave school, a race, etc., prematurely and voluntarily. Flow. Noun, a movement in people or things with a particular way in large numbers or amounts. Verb, to move as a fluid from one position to another. Doctors. Noun, a physician, a member of the medical profession, one who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are DO, DPM, MD, DMD, DDS in the US or MBBS in the UK. Verb, to act as a medical doctor. To. Needs. Adverb, of necessity, necessarily, indispensably, used with an auxiliary verb, often must, and equivalent to of need. Letters. Noun. A symbol in an alphabet. Verb. To print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun. One who lets, or lets out. Noun. Literature. School subject. Noun. An identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Important. Adjective, having relevant and crucial value. Nephew. Noun. A son of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, either a son of one's brother, fraternal nephew, or a son of one's sister, sororal nephew. Exhibition. Noun. An instance of exhibiting, or something exhibited. Breakup. Noun. The act of breaking up, disintegration or division. Machinist. Noun. A constructor of machines and engines, one versed in the principles of machines. Insurance. Noun. A means of indemnity against a future occurrence of an uncertain event. Creative. Noun. A person directly involved in a creative marketing process. Adjective. Tending to create things, or having the ability to create. Often, excellently, in a novel fashion, or any or all of these. Derive. Verb. To obtain or receive something from something else. Invite. Verb. To ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Drew. Verb. To move or develop something. Interjection. Used to profess respect for a deceased person, or for something that has been lost. Noun. Abbreviation. Folio. Paper and book size. 10 inches minus 12.5 by 15 inches minus 20. Noun. That which is feminine. Drew. Verb. To move or develop something. Dresser. Noun. An item of kitchen furniture. Like a cabinet with shelves. For storing crockery or utensils. Exhaust. Noun. A system consisting of the parts of an engine through which burned gases or steam are discharged. See also exhaust system. Verb. To draw or let out wholly. To drain off completely. Adjective. Exhausted. Used up. Implies. Verb. Of a proposition. To have as a necessary consequence. Colon. Noun. The punctuation mark. Blocks. Noun. A substantial, often approximately cuboid, piece of any substance. Verb. To fill something, so that it is not possible to pass. Can. Verb. Auxiliary verb. Defective. To know how to be able to. Diver. Noun. Someone who dives, especially as a sport. Mistress. Noun. A woman. Specifically one with great control, authority or ownership. Verb. Of a woman. To master. To learn or develop to a high degree of proficiency. Mat. Noun. A flat piece of coarse material used for wiping one's feet, or as a decorative or protective floor covering. Verb. To cover, protect or decorate with mats. Apartment. Noun. A complete domicile occupying only part of a building, especially one for rent. A flat. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Consent. Noun. Voluntary agreement or permission. Verb. To express willingness, to give permission. Deliveries. Noun. The act of conveying something. Absurd. Noun. An absurdity. Adjective. Contrary to reason or propriety. Obviously and flatly opposed to manifest truth. Inconsistent with the plain dictates of common sense. Logically contradictory. Nonsensical. Ridiculous. Silly. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease. Doing something. Adjective. Well suited. Appropriate. Fit for a particular activity or purpose. Built. Verb. To form something. by combining materials or parts. Noun. Shape, build, form of structure. Adjective. Well-built, muscular or toned. Inputs. Noun. The act or process of putting in, infusion. Verb. To put in, put on. Best-selling. Adjective. Highly popular with consumers purchasing goods within a specific class. Noun. Adverb. To no extent, in no way. Educated. Verb. To instruct or train. Adjective. Having attained a level of higher education, such as a college degree. Age. Noun. The whole duration of a being, whether animal, plant, or other kind, being alive. Verb. To cause to grow old. To impart the characteristics of age to. Buying. Verb. To obtain something in exchange for money or goods. Noun. The act of making a purchase. Defend. Verb. To ward off attacks against. To fight to protect. To guard. Criminal. Noun. A person who is guilty of a crime, notably breaking the law. Adjective. Against the law. Forbidden by law. Feedback. Noun. Critical assessment of a process or activity or of their results. Verb. To generate the high-frequency sound by allowing a speaker to cause vibration of the sound. Generator of a musical instrument connected by an amplifier to the speaker. Filter. Noun. A device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb. To sort, sift, or isolate. Coincidence. Noun. Of objects, the property of being coincident, occurring at the same time or place. Conversation. Noun. Expression and exchange of individual ideas through talking with other people. Also, a set instance or occasion of such talking. Verb. To engage in conversation. With. Delay. Noun. A period of time before an event occurs. The act of delaying. Procrastination. Lingering inactivity. Verb. To put off until a later time. To defer. Debt. Noun. An action, state of mind, or object one has an obligation to perform for another, adopt toward another, or give to another. Alternative. Noun. A situation which allows a mutually exclusive choice between two or more possibilities. A choice between two or more possibilities. Adjective. Relating to a choice between two or more possibilities. Build. Noun. The physique of a human body. Constitution or structure of a human body. Verb. To form something by combining materials or parts.